my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me again. As at the top, looking at a little bit of practice there, and both teams looking pretty comfortable. A solid strike there from Singapore to open this match.
It'd be interesting to see the stats, actually. We haven't actually seen anything like that, but this right-hand lane definitely is a strike setter. I know it might be just a matter of a subliminal thought for me, but I seem to see more strikes coming down this right-hand lane than the left. Who knows why, or if it even is a fact, but here we have, of course, in this game, we've got Singapore and the Philippines coming up. There's a man in the second row. Not only did he get up to cheer that one, he lifted his child way above his head as well. Look of fear on his face, bless him. There it is. It looks like somebody was behind there, just knocking that little pin over. But Team Philippines, is it going to go? Yes, it is. And the team tell him as well.
Yeah, really nice to see as well. Being in the Middle East, there's a big Filipino contingent around this part of the world, all here to support their team. Yeah, Malaysia, Singapore, they have a lot of people living here in Dubai. A lot of their countrymen and ladies who will be hopefully frequenting this fabulous stadium that we have here, of course, set up for the IBF World Championships. It has gone dark here in Dubai. Obviously, we're sitting in a sports stadium at the moment, but when you do look up into the sky out of an area like this, you can see the sky in all of its perfection, and you can see the stars shining down on the world's best bowlers tonight. And in this case, of course, it's the team event. We've had the singles, we've had, of course, the teams tonight, we've had the para singles, we've had the pairs, trios as well. This is the format that everybody wants to see in the Olympics, hopefully in 2032. So, on we go. Great start here from Singapore, working with that double. Had a small little pin setter issue there that hopefully has now been rectified. That let us get into a decent rhythm. But so far, we're perfect three frames. 2 frames for Singapore, 1 frame for the Philippines. Now, just to the left of, we'll see that shot again in a minute. We're just to the left of the bowler there. You'll see our Strike Cloud 360 camera. It's a 360-degree camera giving you the option to watch this match in all of its glory in ways you never thought would be possible. So, Philippines just missing the hard shot that they wanted to make in that one. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of nerves bowling on this fantastic arena, and what a great stage it is, and really highlighting bowling in such a fantastic way here at Expo 2020. Now, as I said, last night we were here till the wee small hours of the morning. Around about to midnight, we finished off the medal ceremony for last night's trios. Took place this morning, sorry, just before we started this particular match. And of course, we're going to be seeing, of course, the medal ceremonies completed tonight, of course, as well. So this is the first of 2 men's semi-finals. Singapore taking on the Philippines. Malaysia will be then taking on Korea. We'll be moving on to the mixed team events after that, and we'll be saying Sweden and Sweden, Singapore and USA. Tell me how Sweden are playing Sweden. Dom, how does that work? Well, so, yeah, you get to have 2 team entries going into the mixed team, and that's exactly what they're going to have. That's the way. That's the one way you can guarantee that the fact is that you can get in through to the into the finals. Now, Dom, I have uploaded my Strike Cloud app, and you can see here now. I'm showing you live the action as we see it all around the stadium. It's pretty impressive. You can choose also the camera angles that we've got here. We can choose camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 and camera 4. We can change those camera angles, and of course you can do the same thing yourself at home. So Dom's seeing it for the first time, and you could actually be enjoying it yourself with the Strike Cloud 360 app, where you can choose to watch in any way that you'd like to. Lots of action, lots of fun, and you can do it on your mobile phone, your cell phone at home, and follow the cloud, the Strike Cloud 360 app, and enjoy the fun here. Yeah, really impressive app. You really get to see exactly what the bowlers are facing right now, and get to see, yeah, everything that they can see, everything that we can see. Exactly, this is it. And actually, sometimes you can see more than we can see, which is ironic. We're just backing off here. I think might be a small issue. You can hear something beeping, and it's not a microwave. You're not cooking any dinner, are you, Lee? No, no, no. I haven't got any hot dogs on the go, Dom. Don't worry. So he's done the right thing. Reset, came off,
go back into your pre-shot routine and try and execute a good shot.
Well, I'm going to keep our Strike Cloud app on so we can see all the action unfold, and so you can do the same thing. You can see the bowlers as they come into bowl, and you can see lots more action as well. Philippines there, doing what they need to do.
And after 3 frames, Singapore leads by 21.
So, scores of the doors, as we say in the United Kingdom. Dom, how are we looking so far?
Yeah, so really good start from Singapore. They go up and get the first 2 strikes, followed by a spare. Just the open frame from the Philippines in the middle, which has hurt them a little bit here. However, with a strike, they're 21 pins behind. With a strike right now, will be cut to 11.
Got to be happy with that one. That was a powerful shot. We saw some of the ladies last night, some of the women bowlers literally flying down these lanes last night. The power of both men and women in these championships has been there for all to see. It's not only brute force and power, it is precision as well, obviously, but it's great to see that, you know. Do you play kind of in the World Championship? I know it's men and then women in their categories. Do you ever see a time when it will be not mixed the format, but you know, mixes in singles that you could be playing women in the championships, or is that probably the best way to keep it as it is currently?
Well, that's the great thing about bowling. You know, the pins don't care about gender. They just want to be hopefully knocked over, and it's really about getting that bowling ball into the pins. Right
They don't mind who they're knocked over by, quite frankly, as you probably rightly say.
So yeah, we have a lot of different mixed events. We do have sort of the Open Tour, the Men's Tour, which ladies are very welcome to come and bowl. We have a couple of tight list female bowlers, actually. Kelly Kulik, who we just saw, she won a PBA major back in, I believe it was 2009. She won the Tournament of Champions, and what a great achievement that was for female bowling. And then followed just a few years ago by Liz Johnson, one of the best female bowlers of all time.
Wow. As this match keeps going forward, just learn a little bit about the bowling from around the world. Team GB bowling, of course, not currently in these stages of the bowling, the IBF World Championships, Dom. How does selection work for Team GB, and where is the home of Team GB? Is it is there a home currently as the format currently is?
I think it's probably fair to say, you know, bringing COVID into this a little bit,
yes.
And the fact that not every country kind of locked down as strongly as England did. I think it was great that we did have a big lockdown. It was very important to get back to where we are now with vaccinations and everything else. So kind of moving away from that political aspect and whatever else we might be going down the path talking about. It was difficult, and I think I actually bowled England trials a couple of weeks ago going into next year, and even then you can see people really, a lot of the guys and girls back home hadn't had an opportunity to practice or compete.
Yeah.
And just yeah, it's sort of changed the world a little bit as far as competitive sports.
I suppose a lot of the bowling alleys in certain countries still haven't even opened up yet. I mean, the UK, I know, opened up a few months ago now, but it still, you know, hasn't been there for the whole season. Right, action holding up here. We've got Singapore, and we have got the fabulous team from the Philippines. But we have, again, a little slight issue with our right-hand lane. Our pin setter is popped off for a little bit of... No, I'm joking. The right-hand lane is just having a little technical hitch this evening. Of course, these lanes have been put in and installed, especially for these World Championships. And, of course, we're just having a little bit of a teething issue here.
We're doing really well here from the Philippines. Obviously, they had the early open frame and the second frame, but they had a turkey after that. They had 3 strikes in a row. We were saying if they got their strike in the 4th frame to double up into the 3rd frame strike, they're down to 11 pins. That's exactly where we are right now. Both teams are continuing to strike and through 5 frames. Singapore are 11 pins ahead. Okay, I think we're ready.
Yeah, it looks like the pin setter has been told of its duties. Now, it's a full-time job, isn't it? Obviously, looking after the lanes and on the pin setting machines, getting everything working. A lot of pressure as well when you're in the World Championships to make sure everything's running on time and running properly, I should imagine.
Yeah, we have had a couple of issues this week, and I think it's yeah, learning experience for all, I'd say.
Do you know, I have to say, we had some issues, only a few issues on the opening night. Last night, I have to say, I can't recollect, it was trouble-free pretty much last night. I think it was a good job as well, otherwise we would have probably still been here from last night. Look at that. You can't really get any more happy than that, I don't think.
Singapore really putting the pressure back onto the Philippines. If they want to stay this close, they need to keep striking.
Just missing there. Oh, yes, they're low. Yay! She's got a super mum top on. Look at that. She's the Singapore and Philippines team supporters. And we've got a little dance as well. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's funny, isn't it? You look out into the crowd, some people are really shy and embarrassed, and then some people literally don't care. Back to the bowling action.
A big miss there from Team Philippines.
That was, again, we've had a couple of those tonight, actually. Again, totally unexpected misses of the remaining pins.
Yeah, sometimes just shows off exactly how tough
Easy for you to say.
The Singapore stepping straight back up and doing what all good professionals do when they see an open frame like that. They go up and throw a strike and putting this game a little bit out of reach from Team Philippines.
How do you cope when you have, you know, some issues in a match like this or in the World Championships when the pin setter goes wrong or something happens in the lanes or something needs to be corrected? How do you keep your concentration? How do you keep it focused to what the job is all about?
Can be really tough, I have to say. If you're down in a match, I think you don't really mind about a bit of a weight, but it affects both teams. So that's the biggest part of that. It's going to affect both teams. They both have to wait. You're still playing in a fair environment. It's not always about who deals with it best, but it's very important to be able to deal with it so you can go on and try and throw a good shot.
So what are we looking at here then, Dom? Scores on the screen there for everybody at home and around the world. Tell us what we are looking at in your professional mind.
Well, yeah, 6 out of 7 for Singapore with that spare in the middle there. That puts them onto 279 pace. The Philippines have only missed twice, but both times they're an open frame. They actually lost count as well with that 7 miss after a double. So 50 pins behind with a strike here from Singapore.
Okay, so we have it here looking like Singapore could be staking a claim to the final. There you have it, 50 behind. Singapore get the strike. I think we can safely say, or nearly safely say certainly, that they can be working their way into tonight's final later on here in Dubai.
They're definitely looking really strong. Again, it's the right lane, so this will be the 3rd match in a row where the right lane has come out victorious. However, Philippines can still bowl 229. There's still 3 frames to go. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened, indeed.
This has to be a strike.
If it's not a strike, it is a strike. He heard you, Dom, he heard you.
Very important shot there just to have any chance. Singapore already in the 240s if they have 2 spares, but that does mean if they have 2 opens, they'll drop down to 230, then to 220. So Singapore can strike out for 220, well, Philippines can strike out for 229. So Singapore, with a strike here, will mathematically be at 229. So, yeah, with a strike here,
yeah,
it is over for sure. And even with a spare, it pretty much is.
So let's have a look. Is this going to be the shot that takes Singapore through to the World Championship finals for the teams for men? Let's have a look. If it's a strike, they're through. So, not a strike, but as Dom just said, if a spare is taken here, so if they take down the other 2 pins, is that a pizza or something? Could you not have had a little throwdown?
There's pizza? Well, I've been to the Italian.
Yeah, do you know what? There's a hub here for food that has all of your favourite. Listen, if you're listening now, do you know your favourite takeaways? Whether it's chicken or whether it's burgers or whether it's pizza, they're all here in one hub. So you can order it from an app. It goes round on a carousel, comes out at the end, or listen to this, they'll even deliver it to wherever you are on an electric scooter. So where we are now, technically, we might even take up this challenge later. They'll turn up on an electric scooter. You drop them a Google Map pin of where you are, and they bring you your food.
Well, I do like a curry, and it is getting late.
Do you know what? Where we are in this world, this is a great place for curries. I had a biryani last night. Well, I was supposed to have a biryani last night.
Okay, all but an absolute disaster from Singapore. They will be through. I think they need 5 pins on the first ball. 5-1 would be enough. Now we do have something that does happen in bowling sometimes. When the ball hooks too much, it can go through the face and you can get 4.
Ah.
Now, that would be the only way.
Dom, no. Just no. Let's have a look. There it is, Team Singapore. Can I say it? Can I call it? I can. Yes, Singapore are through to the men's team finals. They're the first ones through tonight. Congratulations to Singapore. If you are wondering, and you are a novice to bowling, but you quite like it, and you're thinking, okay, Singapore have won, they're through to the final, but why are Malaysia carrying on? Well, like any sport, you have to have the final score. And Malaysia still have balls to bowl, and that will complete their final score in this match to go towards the stats in the world of bowling. And the world of bowling is all about stats, isn't it? It's all about personal bests and scores and turkeys and chickens and other farm animals. No, I'm only joking. But no, it is all about the kind of ways that, you know, looking at those figures, and that's how you strategically work out games and who's doing what.
It does feel like it can be a bit of a procession. In this format, one that needs to be finished off, it could just be said over and done with once you get to massively winning. But yeah, we play other formats of the game where we play like a round robin. Even though you lost your game, your pinfall continues, and you can always learn from throwing shots after, like into that 10th frame. But in an environment like this, yeah, unfortunately for the Team Philippines, they have lost this medal round, but they are going to be, you know, proud owners of that bronze medal.
Yeah, of course, the losing team tonight, of course, being the Philippines, will still get that bronze medal in this championships. Of course, they've earned that right in the positions that they found themselves in right now. Right, that is it. We have a score from Dom. It is reading as this. Singapore, according to our score, is 247, playing the Philippines 228. We'll get that confirmed on the graphics on the TV. It is 247 places 228. Well done, Dom. Great scoring, my friend. Super. I'm glad. That would have been awkward if it didn't agree with what we officially got there, wouldn't it? No, but it didn't, of course. It's all about that. We are here live at the Dubai fabulous fitness and sports hub. We are in the heart of Expo 2020, and we are on the. They will be live on the lanes here in Dubai